Good morning, it's Travis from the Steel Magnolia, and this morning I am putting on a piece of meat in our sous vide machine, and this is it here. And that's nothing but a giant stock pot, not really giant, but a large stock pot with water in it. I've got the sous vide machine set to 132 degrees, which should give us a very nice rare to medium rare piece of meat. And this is a very cheap cut. This is a sirloin tip roast. Boneless roast. It was really cheap, $2.72 a pound. And this is what it looks like here. Got some connective tissue in it. I've removed the sinew from the sides, and I'm getting ready to season it. It's got a pretty decent shape to it. And it'll be in the sous vide water bath for about 8.5 hours and should be ready for dinner this evening. I'll check back in a minute. All right, I have the steak seasoned, and basically it's seasoned with salt, pepper, and gunpowder seasoning. Okay, I've got the meat prepared and in the bag, and I've got a little bit of butter. I also have a sprig of rosemary on each side, and now I'm getting ready to add just a little bit of grapeseed oil. Not a whole lot, just a little bit. Also going to add some hoisin sauce, and don't really have to be too particular about this because it's all going to blend together. Sorry, can't shoot and do it all at the same time here. Hoisin sauce. Also adding just a little bit of it's like Dale's seasoning. Going to add just a little splash of that, not a whole lot. And since I'm not smoking, I'm adding just a little bit of liquid smoke. Always something one has to be careful with. A little bit can do great things, a whole lot can mess up a dish. All right, got it all in there. Let me do a quick seal on this, and it'll be ready for the water bath. Okay, everything's vacuum bagged and ready to go into the water bath. And all of that is looking real well. Got good water flow around everything. I am going to make a change. Turn it a little bit. All right, 132 degrees. And it is 10:30 in the morning. Catch y'all in about 8 hours. All right. Well, it has now been, I guess you can look at the time, it's been 9.5 hours since I put this piece of meat on this morning, and it's still running at 132 degrees, and that's where it's been for 9.5 hours. So the water that's in here is 132 degrees. So I'm going to take this out. Oh, that looks good.
Red meat.
And now we'll take and cut it open. All right, we've got it out of the bath. We've cut the bag open. Going to pull it out. Wow, that feels soft. Let me set this out of the way. And that's my sprig of rosemary. And there is another sprig of rosemary under here. We'll move that out of the way. All right, the next thing we're going to do is take this and sear it in a hot skillet. So give us a minute, we'll get the skillet up to temperature, and it's going to be time to put a nice sear on this, and then it's time to eat. All right, we've got the skillet coming up to temperature with some butter in it and just a little bit of avocado oil. And as soon as that reaches a point where it's about to smoke, gonna put the meat in it. Won't take but maybe 30-45 seconds on each side, just enough to sear it, get some brown on that outside, and then it's gonna be time to eat. All right, starting to get some wisp of smoke coming off of there, so that's just about where we want it. Give it about another 5 seconds. That's a hot pan. All right, coming over. Get that sear on there.
Pretty. That's some pretty meat you got there.
Thank you very much. What we have. All right. Oh, nice char on that underside. All right. There we go. We're going to let that sit for just a couple of minutes while we get other stuff ready to go on the plate, and then we're going to cut that open and take a look at it.
Okay, well we have baked the sweet potato, and Travis made a, not sure what kind of slaw that is, but it is fantastic. So we got baked sweet potato and a coleslaw with a balsamic vinaigrette dressing, and now he's slicing.
Are we ready for this cheap piece of meat here?
We are ready.
And hardly no pressure on that knife at all. And what I want to do is let you look at it and look at how juicy that is. I'll tell you what, you know, you gotta taste a piece. But look how soft that is. So, oh my, that's like prime rib.
That's good.
Goodness, silky.
Good. Yum.
Oh my. All right. But if you'll notice, it's done from edge to edge. You can see that little dark edge where I charred it. But the meat itself was cooked to a perfect medium rare. Ooh, I'm ready to eat this. All right. Let's see. You want 2 pieces?
I do.
Get that black pepper there. Let me just throw that on there for you. I don't care what you say. That looks good. All right. Ooh, another little treat. Let's eat.
I caught you.
Cooking sous vide style at the Steel Magnolia.